So it's okay to take the mask off? Or?
Yeah. Are you guys good with him taking his mask down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Mother, I'm ashamed again. I'm hanging for losers who ain't my friends. Right after you had bailed me out. I guess that is who I am right now. Even started on drugs again. Just a cycle with no end. I'll have smoking then now. Before the cops even come around. And I know you're fed up. I know you're tired. And I am too. And I know I messed up. I know I broke your trust, but I'm broken too. You already know I'm gonna steal again. Every time you let me in, I went to jail and they let me out. And the cops all know my name by now. You already know I'm gonna hit you again. When I get drunk and try to be your friend, and now you're all crying now. I block the door so you can't get out. And I know you're fed up. I know you're tired. And I am too. And I know I messed up. I know I broke your trust, but I'm broken too. The kids rolled me for my cash again. Said that they are staying at friends. They bought drugs and then they all brought back. So the school said that they ain't allowed. I lied about getting a job again. So I fell back on religion. I hold a Bible and I walk around. Say only God can judge me now. And I know you're fed up. I know you're tired. And I am too. And I know I messed up. I know I broke your trust, but I'm broken too.
So what's the title of that song that you just?
It's called Built Like a Mama's Boy.
Okay. Is that, where did it, you wrote it?
Yeah, I wrote it.
Cool. What was the inspiration from it?
My older brother.
It's about him?
Yeah, it's about him. My older brother is a drug addict and an alcoholic, and basically my mom was always babying him, always being there for him, enabling him, because she felt like he was going to get better eventually, but it just kept gradually getting worse. And my mom was always there for him, which didn't leave room for her to be there for me. So I kind of have that outside perspective of it. Yeah, so that's kind of what the song's about. And then just a good example is, I know in 3rd grade, I missed the bus. And so I waited 6 hours after I called my mom for her to pick me up, and then nobody was coming, so the counselor felt really sorry for me, so she dropped me off even though she wasn't supposed to. I get home, my mom's there and she's cooking, and my brother's sitting drunk at the table, and she's like feeding him, and then I'm like, what the heck, you know, like I'm in elementary school, or, you know, I'm in 3rd grade, like you would think like you would go pick up your kid, you know. Then my brother's grown up by that time, like in his 20s. So, like, in my mind, I was like, you know, why is this happening? This is kind of weird. So it just kind of showed, like, where her attention was driven, you know. And I mean, I get it, you know, he had his issues, so he needed someone to be there for him and help. But then it's like a counterbalance, you know. You put all your eggs in this basket, and then all of a sudden this one starts dropping, you know. So that's kind of mostly what the song's about, and then it's just my perspective of him and how he was, and so it's really personal like that. That's why it's not exactly a happy song.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you could tell, obviously, and just listening to the lyrics, and that's what inspired me just now to ask you about it. Like, where, you know, where does that come from?
Oh, yeah, it comes from that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, I don't know, I just, usually when I write, I make it really ambiguous. Like, I put a lot of indie windows in my songs, or everybody sits there and they go, it sounds really good, but I'm not too sure what it's about, you know, or I don't know what the context is. And that's just because I was raised in a family where you don't talk about family things, you know, that's real personal. Like, you don't share it out with the world, or you don't ask advice from anybody outside. And as I grew up, I kind of figured, I was like, that's kind of unhealthy. And then that also, like, doesn't help anybody understand what's going on, like, if they see it.
Yeah.
Or that doesn't help you connect with somebody who might be going through the same thing too. And as a songwriter, like, you have to be personal. Like, some of the best songs are personal. So I felt like I needed to open up a little bit more. So this was just my attempt at that.
What got you into the arts?
Music. I fought a lot with depression and anxiety. So just trying to find an outlet for expression. I dove into theater, and theater was really great. Like, I had a great theater teacher who pushed me and helped me discover all sorts of things about me. Like, it felt like I could breathe for the first time, you know? And then I've always had a real good interest in music and lyrics. Like, I always liked writing poems. And then I had a crush on a girl, like my first crush, and I would sing to her on the bus because she would sit in front of me, and I would bounce off my voice off the window to her. And whenever she turned around and looked to see what was going on, like who was playing music or who was singing, I would like just be like, I don't hear nothing, you know, just kind of like that, you know. Yeah, so that was kind of my way of getting into it. And then I started, you know, maybe if I apply these poems to some rhythm, like I could create a song. So I just started off that way. Guitar was never my strong suit. I'm self-taught. It took me 10 years to actually learn chords and stuff like that because I didn't have access to internet or books, or had to go by ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so got better in the last 2 years, so I'm pretty happy about that. And getting over that playing and singing at the same time is really hard for a lot of people, and I understand that.
Yeah.